So, a red Zinfandel? Yeah, I said it. Jacob Scheyer's work pairs like a dream with the wine in ruby red with slight purple reflections. The cherry and blackberry aromas with a note of strawberry will draw out all the linguistic beauty. Best served chilled, along with nice juicy poems. Jacob Scheier is a poet and journalist from Toronto. His debut collection, More to Keep Us Warm, won the 2008 Governor General's Award for English Language Poetry. Scheier's poems have been published in literary journals and magazines across North America, including Descant, Geist, and Rattle, and have been heard on CBC Radio. And his new collection, Letter from Brooklyn, is here tonight for purchase. Please welcome Jacob Scheier.
Thank you, real thank for so much better than that. Big thank for I've been spending my time in. Yes. That was yes. Mazel tov. Letter from Brooklyn. I can already see how this will end. How I'll grow tired of the bridge's steep incline and the absent-minded tourists wandering into the bicycle path. The weather will turn cold, but that all happens later. For now it is the early edge of fall, leaves green still while the air narrows, is slightly crisp, almost grazing the hair of my arm like a passing stranger, as though the air has been forced into intimacy by the brevity of daylight. But when it starts darkening at 4, this closeness, I know, will be a felt distance, like someone drawing your attention to their lack of intimacy. These days I'm walking at a cathedral pace beneath branches bending across avenues, brownstones like rows of lived-in chapels, like a pop-up picture book I could have had as a child, but didn't. How Brooklyn makes me nostalgic for the moment I'm walking inside of. These late afternoons filled with a loneliness that makes me feel distinctly myself, an awareness of how rare that is. So I wasn't planning on reading this poem, but Stephen's writing on Occupy is really interesting, and I happen to have kind of a sonnet, a series maybe called that, on related to Occupy, so now it feels appropriate that I should at least read one of those poems. Yeah, this is post-Occupy. Tourists posing for the shot by the balls of the Bowling Green Bowl, Deli, Starbucks, the stones of Trinity Church, opening bell, strip club, rooters showing the news of the day, blackbirds in Battery Park, Scaffold, Spring, someone talking about the Dutch colony, Blue Bank, Lubnik hooking, the Ant March up Lady Liberty's crown, pigeons, another Starbucks, Ellis Island, the search for namesakes, Red Bank, Freedom Tower, fences, never forgetting, poplars. This is an important announcement. The Q train is running via the R, going out of business sale, grand opening sale, closing bell, Hudson River on a clear day. I'm going to read a couple of odes, and this is To My Beard. It's funny because people find the title hilarious, and then it's like kind of not that funny a poem. Like this major letdown. So I'm sorry in advance. To My Beard. Whose absence haunted adolescence, whose barren field I examined nightly for signs of life, who grew on all the other boys first, whose no-shows suggested the absence of hair in other places, too. whose absence I shaved was a Mach 3 razor one night till I bled, who I glued on with shavings left in my father's drain, whose first stubbly signs appeared one day miraculous as Isaac's birth, who if left alone now grows blonde and burly as the face of Western Christ, who a century ago had to be long and full, who the Cossacks forced Jacob Scheier to eat till he stopped breathing, who no longer grows like assimilation, whose absence is tolerance, who stays stuck to the faces of men in North York, Jerusalem, East Williamsburg, who does not recognize me as I pass. See, it's not that hilarious. I know. Awesome. I plan to read. Okay, I can't find the poem now. It's in here somewhere. Okay. There it is. This one's a big hit when I go to high school, so I don't know how it'll play here. It's called Ode to the Double Rainbow Guy. And so it's good. And laughter shows me that people know what I'm talking about. If not YouTube, I don't know, Double Rainbow. That's all I need to do. It begins with an epigraph from the Double Rainbow Guy, whose name's Paul Vasquez, which is starting to look like a triple rainbow. Oh God, what does this mean? You lost your shit over shades of light, whereas you proclaimed, oh my God, a double rainbow all the way, and were received like all our prophets with scorn. Too filled with emotion to reflect tranquility, you burst into tears that from some odd angle made a small rainbow somewhere. Oh my God, you spoke like Job in reverse, suddenly seeing that we'd been given everything and asked, God, what does this mean? We answered you as laughter because we no longer know what it means to be astonished. For this, for everything, we are auto-tuned. Oh my God, what does it mean to care about something or someone that much? Woo, you knew. Triple rainbows were impossible. I'll read one more. It's really great to be here. I really enjoyed my time in Vancouver. Beautiful city. This is a lovely space, an awesome reading series. Reading with awesome people. Thank you. Totally true. I try. But okay. My mother dies in reverse. I dig up the dirt and tell the rabbi to recant his prayer. I say, I do not glorify, praise, or bless. I do not say, amen. I say, a woman. And he sews the garments back together. And I take her to Mount Sinai, oncology, before she begins breathing again. And I open her eyes, and breath enters her mouth, and mumbles ravel into words, and sentences rejoin each other. And she puts her hand into her mouth and pulls from her throat volumes like sapphire beads. And she pees morphine like a crystal river, and perspires radiation till it's all gone, and she finds her breasts on the operating table and sews them back to her chest like a garment uncut, and moonwalks down the corridors and into an ambulance driver's seat and rides home. Thank you.